Anna Kendrick continues to show why she is one of the best in Hollywood. And she ain't the only name I'm going to talk about in this review. But folks, we're going to jump into the review of the new film, Alice, Darling. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing the new film, Alice, Darling, coming to theaters January 20th. Now, I have had my eyes set on this film for a while because it made its world premiere at Toronto International Film Festival 2022. So back in September, I missed it. And I frequently say, when you see top tier actors and actresses do independent films, this is really an opportunity for them to show how they really can get down. And I thought that, you know, starting off with Anna, listen, every role she's in, I think she shows tremendous range. When I saw the synopsis for this, I was like, we're finally about to get an Anna who may not have any comedy to her at all. But because of the potential trauma of this character, we're going to see her comedy come out in a different way. And it certainly did. Every speculation I had about what I felt her performance was going to be was definitely met, but yet exceeded. And then when you talk about her other two, her sisters in this, not really her sister, but her best friends, and Kaniehtiio Horn and Wunmi Mosaku, when you talk about the chemistry that the three of them have, absolutely amazing. And honestly, with everything that's happening in this film, not only is it just an enjoyable film to watch, there is absolutely a lot that could be learned from this film. So when you have Alice, played by Anna, and Kaniehtiio, who plays Tess, and then Wunmi, who plays Sophie, you know, they want to have a girls trip out, and it's just the three of them. But Alice has a very psychological, abusive boyfriend. You know, I may even go a little bit further than this psychological. I think, you know, obviously he's mentally abusive, he's verbally abusive, he's just abusive up and down the board. The synopsis says, the plot says psychologically abusive, but he's way more than that. Simon, who's played by Charlie Carrick, you know, who does a really good job of making you hate him instantly, and creepy and ominous, but yet very sinister. You can tell this guy just radiates just trouble, you know. But they go on a trip to have a girls trip, but also throughout the developments of this trip, they start to have to step in as their as best friends and sisters that they are, to really assess and provide aid for Alice, who does not realize just her codependency, but yet just the level of and nature of abuse that she's enduring. So, you know, Alice is saying things like, I feels like sometimes he can read my mind. I don't want to make him hangry, you know, has to return. He wants her to return home early from the trip. There's a lot of different things happening, and Alice's behavior is very much dependent on whatever it is that Simon wants. And I thought, again, Anna does a fantastic job in being this woman who looks and appears to have it all together, but at a snap of a finger, she has to step into this other mindset, the mindset of a victim that is being abused by their boyfriend. And then this, you know, while they're on this trip, the three of them, there's also some other things kind of going around. I thought this is a really important tidbit with this film. So there is a search going on for this missing woman, and with this search with this missing woman, you know, when you talk about somebody missing, that means they're physically not here. And what I thought was sort of metaphorical, maybe ironic, well, I'm not sure what word to kind of use here, is that while there is a woman who was physically missing, you look at Alice, who's just mentally missing. And you have this sort of just dynamic of Alice trying to find this girl but can't find herself. And I was like, wow, it's crazy. And I think that, like, you know, I really appreciate how the best friends step up to provide that protective nature for it. And, like, you know, things get very raw, very real, a lot of shade as they observe just the trajectory that Alice is going down, and especially when Simon gets into the mix, because Simon doesn't like her having fun without him, and Simon needs to dictate everything that she does, and you know that just only makes for more and more very, very tense moments within this film. So you know, I enjoyed this film because one, we just see fantastic performances from all of our leads here, the four of them, even you know Charlie. You know, you don't like to give the antagonist a lot of love, and he's certainly the bad guy, he's certainly the douche, but he does a good job in really making you hate him instantly. And then, as I said, for the trio, the women, you know, I think that from Kaniehtiio to Wunmi to Anna, they just work together so good that you're invested into their friendship. You understand that this isn't not just calling somebody a friend, but this is again a bond, a sisterhood of them willing to do and go above and beyond to protect her. And like that really dynamic that they bring to the film along with the script, I thought was fantastic. It really was. And I think that like we've seen the three of them in numerous projects here, but like I think they really do show a different side of them in this, that really this trio that you didn't know you needed and end up having really shows just how fantastic of actors that they are. So listen, I see why, you know, this film was definitely nominated and hit the film festival circuit hard. It definitely was nominated at others as well, and then obviously having this big world premiere at TIFF is a big deal. I see why everybody was talking about this film. This film was definitely fantastic, and it's certainly worth a watch. Now, again, this is an independent film, and it doesn't at all feel like an independent film, but really understand that this film is driving the narrative, so you're not going to get a lot of action. You get some sexual tension moments and whatnot, but more or less, you're just getting sort of a canvas for these actors to really do what they do best and show a different side of them that you may not have seen. So disrespect that. But yep, check it out. Alice, Darling, again, coming to theaters January 20th. Jump in the comments, folks. Let me know your thoughts about it. If you've already seen it, jump in the comments, let me know. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews very soon. Big gold bell,